An explosive tape played in court today during the rape trial of a former Cincinnati Bengal, Nate Webster.
On it, Webster admits to having sex with the teen. 9 News reporter Bryce Onslinger is live at the Hamilton County Courthouse, where the defense fired back. Bryce?
Well, that's right, Clyde and Julie. The prosecution rested its case late this afternoon, and the defense was able to call its first few witnesses of this case. But the majority of the day was the prosecution going over that tape you talked about, where Nate Webster did admit to having sex with the teen. Of course, he says he doesn't know how old that teen was when he had sex with her. Now, lead detective Brian Pitchford was the final witness for the prosecution. He talked about Webster and what he said during the interview on July 21st when Webster was originally arrested. And at first, Webster denies that the girl he allegedly raped ever worked for him as a babysitter, but later he admits to that, I should say, and also admits that the two have had sex. The interview details where the two had sex, and Webster says it was always consensual. He also says the girl involved told him she was pregnant at one point. Now, the big question is, how old was the girl when they had sex? The prosecution says she was just 15, but as I mentioned, Webster says he doesn't know how old she was. Now, in the interview, Webster says that they had sex. He didn't know how old she was when they first had sex. And here's what a friend of Webster said on the stand being cross-examined by the prosecution.
The only time I've ever seen her was, like I said, at the end of the driveway the one time. I've never seen her at the farmstead residence.
And you've never seen her in any of his cars?
No, I haven't.
And the defense will call more of its witnesses starting at 10:30 on Monday morning. That's when court will be back in session here. And the jury is expected to have the case by Tuesday. Julie?
Bryce Onslinger live at the courthouse down.